Inadequate isolation, multiple damage. The production sequence of a factory involved the operation of 3 reactors, which could work in series or parallel to increase production capacity. However, it was noticed that one of them was producing out of specification. The leadership team then decided to pause the operation of this single reactor to carry out improvement services. A reactor was prepared for maintenance and washed out. The previous solution was drained, and a specific washing was carried out to clean the reactor. An operator and a third-party maintenance worker were discussing the necessary fittings close to the equipment to verify adversities in place. To perform the necessary adjustments, no welding needed to be done, and no entry was required. So it was decided not to slip plate off the reactor, but to rely on valve isolation. The 3 automatic on-off valves supplying the reactor were closed by the panel operator through the control room. A third-party mechanic was directed to cut the tank drain line to allow for the installation of new equipment. He uses a grinder to carry out the job, supervised by an operator from that area. However, after a few moments later, they identify a strange noise and started to leave the spot, but they can't escape in time. Before they managed to leave the place completely, the reactor was blown off and killed the 2 men. A shockwave caused by the explosion knocked the 2 workers to the ground. Unfortunately, they couldn't resist the injuries. Fire and smoke were seen for about 15 minutes until causes were addressed. So what happened? It was estimated that 7 kilograms of hydrocarbon vapor could have caused the explosion. Some flammable vapor leaked from the nearby raw material tanks through the closed valves into the reactor and was ignited by a high-speed abrasive wheel, which was being used to cut through one of the pipelines attached to the vessel. As the valves mistakenly used as blocking were located at a significant height, a local inspection was not carried out to test the effectiveness of the isolation. After the accident, demonstration cuts were made in the workshop. It was found that as the abrasive wheel broke through the pipe wall, a small flame occurred, and the pipe itself glowed dull red. The explosion could have been prevented by isolating the reactor by slip plates or physical disconnection. This incident and the others described show that using only valves as LODO for isolation are not good enough. We must never underestimate checking the effectiveness of the isolation before releasing the permit to work.